International Building Expo is slated for August 8th to the 11th here at the Guyana National Stadium in Providence, which is located on the east bank of Demerara. Preparations have started, and what can you expect from this year's Building Expo? Well, we have no other than Minister within the Ministry of Housing and Water, the Honorable Susan Rodrigues, who will be giving us updates as to how many booths they have this far. We're going to hear from how many international companies that is on board. We're going to hear about parking and security. You're going to hear about tickets location. This is an event you don't want to miss. The ministry have their flagship, which is the Dream Realized, where persons are going to be benefiting as well. And you need to bring out the entire family. Thursday, the opening day, it's free. Minister would have already invited every single one to come out and learn as much as you can.
This year, the Expo is being held under the theme, Building on the Foundation of Sustainability and Unity. Of course, we selected this theme. Of course, it was also an idea by the President, thrown out by the President, and then we crafted it in a way to demonstrate to the public through the Expo how we are using sustainable technology and sustainable planning in our housing schemes, and of course how we are doing this in a way that brings our people together in a cohesive way, and the way we populate our housing schemes, which is randomly when you select your house lot. So you never know who your neighbor is, and so we believe that the housing sector has an instrumental role to play in building a sustainable and a unified future for our country. So the Expo, as everybody probably knows by now, will be opened on August 8th and will run through the 8th to the 11th. On the 8th of August, that's a Thursday afternoon, the opening ceremony will be held right here, actually right where we're standing at the National Stadium. We have sent out invitations to ministers of the government, to dignitaries and special invitees, but I want to be clear to the public that everyone is invited to the opening ceremony of the International Building Expo 2024. So often we hear people say, I didn't receive an invitation, and every year it's open to the public. So I just want to remind the public that you are welcome, whoever you are, wherever you're living, you are welcome to come to the opening ceremony of the International Building Expo, which will be held on August 8th. So that's the opening ceremony.
Minister, I want to thank you for always taking the time out to have this interview with us. How are you doing today, apart from being very busy?
Sure, it's a pleasure to have you visit the Expo. I'm happy to be here.
So in your interview, you would have mentioned that you have 300 and something booths already. Out of that booths, how many are international companies?
So this year we have the largest participation of international companies. We have 24 international companies from different countries around the world, including the United States, Canada, China, Italy, Dominican Republic, Zambia, and Brazil, lots of other places, several from within those countries. So a total of 24 international companies so far, and we hardly have any booths left. They're almost all gone. And so this year you can expect a lot of new ideas, new innovation and technology that you can incorporate in your construction.
Now, Minister, the Expo is August 8th to the 11th, which is 4 days. Persons would have already know that. But let's talk a little bit about tickets location. Is ticket out, and where can persons purchase their tickets?
We have tickets available at the Ministry of Housing, and of course you can always purchase your tickets here at the gate as well. The opening ceremony, which will be held on August 8th, which is the Thursday evening, starting from 5 o'clock, the public is invited. So everyone is invited to the opening ceremony. You don't have to receive an invitation and you don't have to get a ticket to come to the opening ceremony. You are invited, bring out the whole family, as many people as possible, how much ever thousands. We want you to come, witness the opening ceremony, hear President Ali give the feature address, and stay for the ribbon cutting and the exhibition that will begin on Thursday night. Free up to, I believe it's up to 9 o'clock. If you come after then we have the ticketing that will start after a certain time. But once you come for the opening ceremony, it's free and you can stay the rest of the night.
Let's talk about parking now, Minister. Persons are going to say, we can do carpooling, yes, I'm going to come with my entire family, but what about parking and what about security? Because that's a main thing as well.
Yeah, so that's always a challenge every year. There's a lot of traffic, and but we have enhanced the parking lot, and we are using the entire periphery of the National Stadium. So there is enough parking. We had enough parking last year. Last resort is on the road as well, but we usually have very good cooperation from the Guyana Police Force. We have staff members of the ministry and CHPA who work along with the police force to maintain order and to help guide people to park. And we also have volunteers who participate every year at the Expo. So there'll be lots of people to assist with parking when you come.
The weather is very unpredictable. I don't want to keep Minister too long in the rain, but Minister, we want to talk a little bit about security, but the main thing we want to talk about is the Dream Realize, which you cannot forget that the ministry will have their flagship. How many persons will benefit from this Dream Realize this year?
We are expecting to deliver about 2,000 house lots this year from persons in Region 3 and Region 4. So we are allocating Wales in Region 3 and several areas on the east coast of Demerara in Region 4. We are also expecting to deliver about 1,000 certificates of title beginning the night of the opening ceremony. So we're inviting those people to come on the Thursday night to receive their certificates of title, which they can then proceed to engage one of the financial institutions to access a mortgage and to construct their homes. So, of course, you are correct. We cannot leave out our flagship program, the Dream Realize land allocation and title distribution. And 2,000 or 3,000 Guyanese will leave here as proud homeowners and landowners.
Minister, before I ask you, what's your last words to the general public who are looking at our feature? Many times you see on social media, you see persons say, you know, my neighbor applied for a house lot and I applied longer than her and I didn't get through. It's all about friends and family. What would you have to say about that?
Yeah, so that's a criticism that people make sometimes unduly. And I always take the opportunity to encourage people not to engage in any illicit activity. There is no need for anyone to pay anybody or any agent or third party any monetary value to receive services from the Ministry of Housing. Please come to the Ministry of Housing headquarters on Brickdam or any of our regional offices or at the Expo, where officials from the ministry will be there to assist you with your applications or your allocation. We every time we speak about this publicly, we urge people to look at the achievements that we have made already in the housing sector, to understand the overall objective of what we're trying to accomplish. We say to people, if you have an old application up to 2019, you are eligible for an allocation. So nobody has to do you a favor. You are eligible for the allocation. You can come to the ministry. We have people there listing you, pulling that list together. We have the online application, the platform that we launched that will only accept applications up to 2019 and prior. And so once you list your application there, that is the list that we are pulling from for future allocations. That is the list that we have used to pull people to come to this expo for their allocation. And you would not have had to engage with anyone to do that. That's why we're trying as much as possible to automate everything. Allow people to be in the comfort of their homes or on their mobile devices and list their application, and you will be called for your allocation. There is no need for you to participate in any illicit activity or pay a bribe or feel like you need to do somebody a favor to get through at the ministry. Please make the effort to come into us, or if you don't want to come into us, you can go online, list that old application, and you will receive your allocation. That is a promise that the government of Guyana has made to those people. And if you are a new applicant, look at the achievements that we've made so far and have some confidence, some security in knowing that we will get to you shortly.
Thank you so much, Minister. Last words before we go. Why persons shouldn't miss Building Expo?
Well, the International Building Expo is like the biggest thing on the calendar, and you should not miss the Building Expo. It's going to be great fun. It's going to be educational. We're going to demonstrate to you how we transform people's lives every day through our infrastructure program. Bring out the children, bring out the entire family, carpool, so we can have less traffic on the road. And you can look forward to just a splendid time at the Building Expo.
Thank you so much, Minister, and keep up the good work you're doing.
Thank you very much, and you too.